Hello everybody, I'm the Trapbox Gamer. Welcome back to Minecraft. This is a peaceful run. We are currently in a Pell Garden, and I'm gonna collect the things I want and leave because one, I don't want to stay here in case whatever. What's that mob called again? It's supposed to act like a weeping angel, and yeah, granted, I doubt that I'm gonna encounter it when I'm in, peaceful mode, but I'd rather save my chances, like I'm just gonna grab some logs, maybe some moss, maybe those cool little flower things that you find that, bloom up at night. But I am not gonna stay here for long. Also, I don't know why. I think my audio's acting up. I'm hating it. I'm also trying to remember where I came from because typically I get lost and well, it's gonna be embarrassing if I lose my way home. I think if I remember correctly, we came not this direction. I'm just checking out how far this Pell Garden is. It's not that big of a Pell Garden. And I'm going to be honest with everybody. Right now, I'm just feel. Oh, okay. I think the audio's gotten a little better. I don't know. It feels like there's that little hiss at the end whenever I talk. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not liking that it's doing that. But, like I was saying, I have yet to go to sleep today. And if you're wondering what that means, well, I was up at 2 p.m. yesterday, and it's currently 11 a.m. today, so I've been up for almost 24 hours. I just want to say that I want to get through this quickly because I had a little bit of a difference in planning last week. See, last week, I planned to get a lot of videos done. I did get a lot of videos done, it's just that I added a little extra that made these videos just a little slow, if that would make sense. Like, the recording process for this video specifically was last minute, and I figured, okay, I get this, and this done, and I'll be able to record for this. But then, before I knew it, it was already Sunday, and okay, look, I don't have to keep schedule, but I like to keep schedule. And you know what? I could already hear Anna saying that schedules don't matter, especially if it's making my health, like, risking my health. I could already hear her saying that, but I like to try. If I were absolutely sick, if I weren't feeling too good, I would say forget it. And I'm not liking that sound. I'm not liking ya. Oh, it's just a flower. Give me these flowers. I want them. I want them. They're pretty. They're different. They look cool. I adjusted the volume back on the audio just to make sure I'm not talking too loud, but at the same time I'm not entirely sure because I don't like it creaking, man. And it's raining. If there was any place for the better horror story, it'd be this place. Okay. I got a couple of them. I could leave. I could go. I don't need to stay here. I'm good. I'm golden. I'm fine. Again, I'm positive it won't pop out because it's, peaceful mode. But I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. Don't get me wrong, I want to find something. I just don't want to make that big of a risk. And I think maybe this way might be home. It's been a long time since I last seen the last episode. I'm not sure which way is home. I'm thinking it might be this way. If not, we're exploring. Recently, we got our realms back, which has been fun. One person that's been playing with me is, well, you haven't met her yet. She's a part of the PS Tuesday segment. been helping her build her house and all that. You will not believe this lady's luck. Poor, poor, poor Rogue. That's what she goes by. She likes to stage name Rogue Witch, but Rogue or Witch, either or. She built this nice looking house, like nicer than anything I would ever make. And first thing that happens is a creeper blows up her porch. See, we spent 7 hours building her a house. Well, she did most of the work. I just did most of the small work. Like, okay, you want me to do this, this, and this? Got it. I got ya. Because I was playing, but I wasn't really playing to, like... Actually, no, now that I think about it, I only got on because she asked if anyone wanted to play, and I was like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? It's late. I can't sleep. I haven't done anything fun for a bit, you know, game-wise. It's usually, if it's not recording, it's usually something to edit the recording, and I'm not saying I don't have fun with a hobby, it's just like, sometimes I like to play without, you know, worrying about recording or anything. Helps me relax. Just a little bit. I think I've actually know where I'm going, which it would be a first. I probably should have made a compass or something. Compass will probably have helped me. What do you need to make a compass? I think you need iron and redstone. Yeah, I think you need fire and redstone. Or, no, fire and redstone. Yes. Wield fire in your hand, it'll tell you where you go home, right? Now, you need iron. Oh, well, actually, no, now I know where I am. My little tower's there. Good to see it. But, regardless, you will need iron and redstone. I don't think I have any redstone. Maybe I have some iron? I don't remember what I've got last time. And I'm gonna put you there. And there. And there. And there. You know what? You all get a nice little location. At least until I figure out what to do with you. Yeah. And you go there. Oh. Thank you. That actually helps me out a bit. That's why I like it. Just pops up. Kinda cool looking. Also, okay, not gonna lie. Kinda like the firefly bush. Am I sad we don't have the firefly mob? Yeah, but the bush makes a nice ambient trade with it. This guy over here. That guy in that house, he's gonna be our Fletcher. Mark my words, he's going to be our Fletcher. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but mark my words, it will be one day. Yes, you're gonna be dealing with sticks. Yes, and I think if you're the Fletcher, I think it's the trapdoor? Not the trapdoor, the... I don't know what they're called on top of my head. They're the... whatchamacallit. You know what? Don't remember what they are on top of my head. It's a little device with string. You walk through it, it activates it. Just like, I'm not getting the word out of my head right now. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna leave some stuff here. Do not touch. This is my stuff. Not your stuff. My stuff. Then again, you did take my bed, which was clearly mine and not yours. So how are you liking your new room? What's that? You don't like the fact that you're confined to one little space? Well, sure about that for taking my bed, punk. At least a cat gives you company. Better enjoy it while it lasts, buddy. Better enjoy it while it lasts. He's mocking me! I gotta meet with my friends in a few hours. I gotta pull through. If I get this done in one setting, we are good. I just need 20 more minutes. Look at me. I believe I could get myself in one, like, no other recordings, just one setting. I semi-believe in myself. I semi-believe in myself. I know me. I know I tend to mess up. I know I get self-conscious. But regardless, we're gonna get through this episode. Next episode's gonna be better. There are gonna be better jokes. Maybe not better jokes, but I'll be more energetic and less tired. Or, if you're wondering, we're all meeting for D&D, so we're meeting on Discord for D&D. And my character is unfortunately an energetic character. The last session we had, I almost died. Actually, that fits perfectly for what just happened and what happened in the session. So, my group were fighting. To keep it summed up, we ran into some cultists, and, well, we tried to keep it sneaky. We tried to keep it stealth-wise. Stealth did not agree with our idea. Stealth was not our friend for the moment, so fortunately we alerted a lot of the cult members. Like, a lot of the cult members. Like, a very big amount of them. I think there were like 8. Maybe 10. Now, my guy and another member's dude were kind of like getting in their faces because one, my character just would do that. It's kind of weird because, okay, he starts off as a ranger and a druid, which I would say are more you stay in the back, but I went a little crazy with the multi-classing because I went with a ranger, druid, monk. A ranger, druid, monk. Now, if you're wondering why I went with monk, that's because I like the idea of unarmored defense, and it made all my strength attacks into dex checks, and not the strength, stat, because my strength sucked. My best stat, I say, is between my dexterity and my charisma. Is he not getting in? No, I guess he's not getting in. And I hate it when that happens. So, strength's not my best, stat. No shocker there. Dex is my best. What's after Dex? Con is like, I at first made it my second best, but I was like, you know what? I would risk it to put it in somewhere else, just so that I have a better stats. After Con, it's, let's see, SBCIA. No, wait, I'm spelling special from Fallout. That's not the stats from D&D. It's your strength, it's your dex, it's your constitution. Oh boy, what was it? Intelligence is 1, wisdom is another, and charisma is another. I think that might be it, but I could be wrong. And if my friends were watching this right now, they'd probably say, "Oh, look, he's playing his in real life character because his character's kind of stupid. He's role playing in real life like a nerd. Congratulations." And I'm like, I'm not role playing. I'm just tired and stupid. Leave me alone. So, for this setting, it's kind of like a Greek kind of setting. I got to pick to be a satyr, which is half goat, half dude. Now, the previous session, like I mentioned, I died. That's because, well, as you recall earlier, I said that I kind of got into the cultists' faces. Now, at first there were only like a few of them, like a few small fries. Like, I think their HP was at 14. Not bad for level 3 characters, so nothing too beefy. Well then, call me a butcher, because I just got beef with the captain of the cultists. What's funny is because I made my character to be energetic and complimentary, like he would make compliments towards people for no reason. So while every enemy is like trying to attack me, they're all missing. They're not hitting me at all. So my character's not mocking them. He's congratulating them, trying to motivate them a little harder to get hit, you know, to get them to hit him. And this is irritating, and like everyone's all like, man, your character's kind of smug about that. It got to the point where the DM's all like, Anthony, the captain is surrounded, but he remembers how you were talking a lot of smack, and he's going to take 3 strikes on you. Or no, not 3 strikes, it was 2 strikes. 2 strikes. He's going to take 2 strikes out on you. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay. Okay. Bring it. I'm ready. I'm ready. For the most part, every enemy that tried to attack me missed. Like, perfectly missed. But there was one that hit a nat 20. And that kind of dude me in. I'm saying, like that. Yeah. Like that. If I could give better words, it would be getting done like that. Also, I lost all my stuff. I hope I could get there fast enough to grab all of it. Things like that happen. Gotta get back in the saddle and keep going. The reason why I made like my ranger, because originally this character I named Tolis, he was just gonna be a ranger, but I was told that you can multi-class, and I was all like, is there a limit to multi-classing? And I was given, no, not really, like as long as you could fit the criteria, because you can't just say, okay, I'm playing as, say, a barbarian, and I want to start casting magic. Well, if your stats are at, you know, for the multi-classing, if you have a stat in wisdom, charisma, or intelligence, if you have at least 13, then you can multi-class into something that's more spellcasty. Now, I forgot what my point was because I am exhausted. I think I was trying to explain why I went with a monk, ranger, and a druid. If I recall correctly, I think they just had good synergy between them. I mean, the monk was a last minute thing because originally it was just going to be the ranger and the druid because I wanted my backstory to live more in the forest, and one of the backgrounds I have was guide, and I made it the story that I just helped guide people back to civilization. That's so long as they weren't rude or anything. This character's not a good character. He is not an evil character. He is neutral. Which I'm really trying my hardest to stay neutral, not turning into another good guy, because I feel like a lot of characters I do are good guys, like just go out to be good guys. Even the most edgy characters I play it as end up turning another cheek and being friendly. So I'm really trying my hardest to make sure that I'm fitting this character perfectly. For the most part. Okay, so I keep going back and forth. I'm trying to keep focused. So last session, jumped by a bunch of cultists. Big angry cultist hits me with sword, I think 2 times. Does massive damage. I'm dead on the ground. Lorenzo, he pops in. He's all like, wait a minute. hear the dying or something like that. Yeah, he kind of just saved my life there. The reason for monk, unarmored defense, it ties to your, not your strength, it ties to your dex, and I believe your wisdom. And since ranger is a wisdom spellcaster, my wisdom was actually pretty high. So I was like, you know what, unarmored defense looks pretty good. I'm gonna get that. So for those of you that don't know, unarmored defense is a trait, I think, for monks, where if you go without any armor like shields, or not swords, but actual armor, then you get a buff to your stats, or you get a buff to your AC, which I guess is a part of your stats, but you get plus whatever your um, modifier is from your dex, and whatever modifier you have to your charisma. Or not charisma, wisdom. As you can tell, I play as a lot of charisma saves by instantly just saying charisma. But if I survive just until we level up a bit, I'm trying to think what would be worth it. What would be like my go-to, I don't know, like, I want to say maybe Ranger will be the first one to get to, like, ability scare improvement, because that's like the main person that you're playing with. You don't just switch it out. Like, I mean, I guess you can. It's multi-classing, but if you had it for a while, you can't just poof it away. Like, I think the only time I was offered to get rid of one of my multi-classes was when a DM was, like, feeling really bad because I didn't have, like, anything for the area that we were playing in. They offered, hey, if you want, we could take back your bard stat, give you an extra boost in, or not bard, we could take away your rogue, so you could, uh, I think they said we could take away your rogue so you could be more pure, like, a more pure of a class, being just like pure bard. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep my rogue because it has this cute little thing called stealth attack, or sneak attack. I don't know what the rules are for it. I think it's whenever you have advantage on an attack roll, you add a d6 of extra damage, and it increases with your, rogue level. But I only have the one. Now, I'm sorry, I am losing it with what I'm talking about. I am scrambled. I've noticed that. It's just, you know what? We call this an episode in like 7 minutes. We can handle 7 more minutes, but I think I found what I'm looking for. I found bamboo, and if you recall correctly, I'm looking for pandas, specifically their, you know, kids, on the grounds that if I get them to sneeze, I can get a slime ball, which I'm gonna need to make more rails. Which, if you're wondering, I like it. I like it taking me from place to place a lot easier than walking. So the realms that I play in with my friend, there is this one place where I decided to make a train station so that we could actually get to each other faster. And I kid you not, nobody ever puts like the train back in the box until we need it for later. Or if that's not it, we walk on the rails towards our other friend's house who's very far away. This friend, being a little jokester, decided that I'm going to try to make my own train station, one that looks better than Anthony's. And she told me straight up, and I'm like, oh, well, that sounds a little hurtful. It wasn't the best, but it works, don't it? I like to think it does, and she was just busting my chops, but it was like, oh, I worked real hard on it. I tried to keep it, oh. Okay, yeah, no, that's a good sign. I'm also getting delirious, so I'm trying to wrap this up without stopping. Since I got ya, how are ya? I hope you're having a great day. We're looking for pandas, who you just joined in. I highly doubt anyone will join in at this time, but offer still stands. Very tired. I feel like I'm talking nonsense. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just make this a call, but I say I'm going to end the video here because I am not able to pay attention. I'll see you next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.